Hi, welcome back. So this has been my latest project. It's been a while since I made a video. I'm in the process of converting my BN4, which had drum brakes on the front, to discs. For me, this is a safety issue. We live on the edge of the mountains, and there's a lot of deer in this area. I probably have to slam my brakes on driving home at least once a week because a deer is ready to jump out. It's not uncommon to, well, actually, every day driving to work, there are dead deer on the side of the road. So stopping power is a big deal. I don't want to be terrified to drive my car. So what I've done is I've acquired some parts at, I don't know, so through some creativity, I suppose, through some eBay. So I've got the brackets to mount calipers on my old spindle. And so this will bolt right on there. And then I bought new spindles. This was required because they need to be the 5-hole spindle to mount to the Healey discs. The old spindles are 4-hole. So that's kind of a big deal. So brand spanking new spindles, that's great. To attach those, you've got to get the studs, which apparently are incredibly valuable. To attach the calipers, you need this special bolt, this double-ended bolt, which Moss sells for $19 a piece, which is crazy in my world, but there's nowhere else you can get them. And then at the heat of the matter is the calipers. And so what I did is you can buy a kit from several sources to convert your drum brake Healey to disc brakes. And that's all fine and good. The kits are outrageously expensive, but probably still worth it. To me, what was really important is to get all the stopping power I could. And so the disc brake kits you can buy all convert to the type 14, I believe it is, calipers, which are the real thin discs and with a real small brake pad. And so it's better than the drums, but they're still pretty weak. And by the time they got to the BJ8s, they had upgraded to a much larger caliper and a much larger pad size. And the caliper was a lot thicker and all that. And so what I did is I did a bunch of research on the internet, and I bought a set of calipers that apparently are made of the finest unobtainium, because they're impossible to find on this side of the pond. And so I had to get these from England. They're from a British Ford. Let's see, it's either a Ford Cortina or it's a Ford Capri, which in the States we would have called that a Mercury Capri. But the key with these things, this is known as it's an M16 caliper. And the key is the mounting bolts right here are 4 1/4 inches apart. Where a standard BJ8 caliper is 4 1/2 inches apart. And so these came absolutely filthy, but luckily brake fluid is a pretty remarkable preservative, because once I got the pistons out with some effort, they actually cleaned up really nicely. So I've got new pistons on the way and new seals. But anyway, I've probably got $70 into a set of 2 calipers that are in actually pretty good shape. The brand, I was really hoping they were going to be Girling. They're not, which was kind of a bummer. They're ATE brand, but they're still in great shape, and they're still, they will bolt straight on to these, to my brackets, and they will fit the BJ8 discs. And so that's a huge step forward for me. So I'm really excited, kind of working on this project on and off, as well as some other things with the car that don't really show a lot of progress, but take some time. So anyway, that's my progress. This is probably part 1 of the video. I'll show part 2 once I get it all installed, but this is pretty exciting for me. So I've got the discs on the way. They should be here on Tuesday, and I'll start putting this whole project together. So anyway, that's the progress.